How to play a player.
Black woman asked her first date to meet her at a nail salon and pay her $500 bill. The man cleverly retaliated against her. The two met through a dating app and agreed to meet in person for the first time. The man said he followed the location she sent him, expecting a cafe or a public place, but he was surprised when he arrived and saw it was a nail salon. According to his account, the woman immediately told him that if he paid her $500 beauty bill, she would take him back to her home afterward. He said he already felt uncomfortable with the setup and began regretting the date, especially after noticing a bandage on her knee that made him question the entire situation. Still, he did not directly turn her down. Instead, he pretended to agree to her request and even encouraged her to add more services. As a result, the bill increased to nearly $1,000. Salon staff said the man waited until the service was almost done, then quietly left the building, got in his car, and drove away. The woman reportedly became upset when she learned he had disappeared and that she was responsible for the full bill. Some people argue the man should have been honest and declined the request instead of misleading her. Others believe he avoided being taken advantage of, saying she set up the date with the expectation he would pay for unrelated beauty services. Do you think the man handled the situation correctly?
I'm playing the game, but he's playing harder.
We are some of the most delusional, unstable, restarted people in the world. I swear, I talk a lot of shit about women, but I really do love being a woman. But you gotta admit, we are some of the most delusional, unstable, restarted people in the world. Just think about it. Women always talking about how they don't need a man. You're saying you don't need a man online, on the internet that a man created. You're saying that you don't need a man. You're typing it in a phone that a man created the technology for and the hardware for. You are saying that you don't need a man while sitting in a house or a apartment that was built by men. You are driving to your job in a car that was built, I'm pretty sure, by a man, but you don't need men. Maybe I should speak in a language that you understand. Louis Vuitton, male. Gucci, male. Christian Louboutin, males. Y'all love them. They're all men. Make it make sense.
Need to figure out what the you want. Women need to come together. I don't understand how women have a T app specifically revolved around talking about every man that they've ever dated, but they don't have an app to talk to each other about their mentality or why they think the way that they do. So how the do you legitimately go 5 to 10 years talking about how men need to stop being disrespectful and catcalling, and men need to respect women, and then in the same breath turn around when you're not getting validated and not getting attention and go, men are weird because they don't talk to women anymore. Men aren't men anymore because they don't approach girls. When y'all are literally the reason for that. Y'all need to start being accountable, and I know you don't know what accountability is. Men used to force you to be accountable back in the day, and they gave you way too many rights, and now you're walking around mindlessly and aimlessly, not knowing how to operate in the world. But you need to get your together. You need to know that you're a dunce, and if you don't like what men are doing, look at what women have done to cause men to be that.
To the women, I want you to listen to me very carefully. If you meet a man that has never checked you about the way you talk, if you meet a man that's never checked you about how you wear your hair, what you wear out in public, how you carry yourself as a woman when you're out, that man doesn't have the wisdom to lead you. See, some men lead with money, but ladies, you have to be taught discipline, self-respect, to always better yourself as life continues to grow.
I had a nightmare girlfriend at one point that would want to go outside with her jeans so low that her crack could be shown.
I've been through that.
And I'm like, yo, like, can you not do that? You're going to attract a certain amount of attention.
Thank you, sir.
Which will be negative.
Yes.
And then I will be caught in that situation.
Yes, right.
Now I'm going to have to fight some dude because of the way you're dressed, because you're not dressing in a respectful manner with a man. But there's also been other women that I said, listen, this outfit's not appropriate with you.
Yes. And they respect it. Thank you.
They respect it.
Yep.
End of the year.
When did it become
become sassy to treat women like they're equal. I'm not getting out of my chair for someone who isn't disabled, elderly, or pregnant. And if that makes me sassy, let it be. So you want to use Saudi Arabia for the benchmark of chivalry? Perfectly fine. But you don't want to accept the patriarchal society that comes with it. Now me, I'm on your page. Yes, equality 50-50. I'm upholding it. I'm the one saying, hey, I wouldn't get out of my chair for a 22-year-old guy who's able-bodied. So I'm definitely not getting out of my chair for a 22-year-old young lady who's able-bodied. I'm a better feminist than you. What's going on? Make up your mind, because don't get twisted. If I'm in Qatar, if I'm in the UAE, if I'm in Saudi, yeah, I'm going to be chivalrous. Of course, that's the norm. But you can't have a standard of equality in this country and then expect it to not be applied in situations where it doesn't necessarily benefit you. I'm done with this soul surgery rubbish. Guys, please make up your mind when it comes to...
Huh? What are you talking about? Sure, I work here.
You're not funny, you're not cute.
You're not cute. Fuck you. Arch that. Like a good little boy.
You record yourself going up to that man to mock and make fun of him, thinking it's going to be funny, that he's going to be okay with it, probably because you arrogantly think that every man wants you, only for him to reject you and tell you to get away from him, which of course you can't handle, so you have to call him a little boy. How embarrassing for you. Here's an idea. How about you just leave people alone? I mean, people in the gym are not accessories for you to use for your social media content. And 24-Hour Fitness should kick your ass out for this. You need to do better. Mind your own business.
Ignoring women will always work out in your favor. Listen, most guys think that ignoring her is playing games. It's not. It's about energy. When you detach, you stop chasing, and she will instantly feel that, especially because you're not seeking validation from her, right? And that makes her want to draw back closer to you. Always works every single time. And you know what's crazy about that? The less you care, the more she starts to. Every single time. I promise you guys. I've been with countless dates, endless women, and every time I was more invested than she was, every single time it always backfired, or always worked against me, right? Especially early on when you're younger. But as I grew older, as I got more mature, I realized psychology. I realized you cannot put all your focus into her validation, to her approval. You need to fall back. Attraction isn't built through words, right? It's built through energy. When you stop texting back fast, when you stop explaining yourself, when you stop overreacting emotionally, you shift from needing her to choosing yourself. That's real power.
What do you want women to understand about men that they often don't see?
We're just scared little boys underneath these big, furry, bulky bodies. I'm serious, yeah. There's a vulnerability side to us. We're little boys. We're oftentimes stuck in emotions that were formed when we were so much younger. And we didn't know what to do with those emotions. And we didn't feel safe to share those emotions because oftentimes our homes weren't safe. You may be standing across from a successful man who's in the physical world, but inside of him, there's a scared little boy. There's a part that doesn't know how to be vulnerable, that doesn't have the answers. And so I think it's important for the feminine to know that we need space to go back and to heal the parts inside that haven't been seen, that haven't been loved, and that haven't felt safe to come out from the dark.
She'll say, I don't respect men, they have to earn it. Okay, honey, what if guys said that to you?
I don't think women are mean enough, and unfortunately for us, out of survival, I don't think that we can be meaner in real time. I am someone, if you know me and you followed me for a long time, or if you know me in real life, I do not respect men. They are not a species in which I give respect to just because, like, they have to earn it, and if that, I still don't want to be around most men. However, I know my place in the world as a woman who is 115 pounds, is not going to be able to physically fight off a man in the instance he wanted to overpower me.
What if guys said that to you? If guys said, I don't respect you, I don't respect women, what would you label them in that second? I don't respect women would get a label of misogynist woman hater, all the verbiage would be thrown out at them, right? What if they said, I don't respect you, you have to earn it, right? How would you receive that, honey? Would you receive it well? I'm willing to bet no.
You know, I remember, I think it might have been Lady J, but it might have been Emily King. Reviewed her in one of the videos, and she was sitting in her car talking mad trash. She was sitting in her car talking mad trash upon trash. And I sat there and said to myself, I think my commentary on that was, you know, she can sit up in that car and talk greasy like that. She can sit up there and talk crazy like that because she's in her car and she's away from everybody. They know what they're doing. She can sit up there and talk crazy in a car because she's in her house, or crazy because she's in her house. She know what she's doing. Number one. Number two. Number three, she can sit up there and talk crazy because she know she ain't in no threat or she ain't in no danger. She knows that. That's why her and modern women like her talk crazy like that. And this confirms it. I know my place. I know if a man want to do something to me, he can. That's what we're trying to tell you. That's what we were trying to tell you. When you're talking about I choose the bear and yada, 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 and all that other nonsense and hot noise and all that mess. That's all I was trying to tell you. If a man wanted to do something to you, you'd be done. But because y'all sit up here and try to make it seem like men are criminals. But you go to work and you come home every day and ain't nobody done bothered you. Y'all need to stop that.
I saw a content creator who said male content challenges them, female content validates them. And I could not agree more. The male-centered content usually sounds like level up, get disciplined, fix your mindset, stop blaming everybody. Meanwhile, female-centered content usually sounds like you're perfect the way you are. You don't need to change. Everyone else is the problem. Heal, be soft. Because when it comes to women and the kind of content that we usually consume, it's just to make us feel good. It's only to validate us in our current state. It's not to push us. It's not to challenge us. But then when you have women like me that come around and make content that challenges other women to be better, do better, to make the necessary changes, to fix the mindset, now I'm public enemy one. Because I'm not telling you you're perfect and you don't stink. I'm telling you the real. And a lot of women don't like that. A lot of women don't like to be held accountable. A lot of women don't like to be told that they're wrong. And that's the problem. I'm not saying that women shouldn't be validated. What I'm saying is don't confuse comfort with empowerment. Validation feels good, but validation without accountability is how people stay stuck.
What value is he bringing at any capacity if he's not helping solve issues? Like, why are you here if you can't help me?
He may not be able to solve your problem right now, but he might in 6 months or a year. And the problem with women is they want the man that can solve all the problems right now. And they're not even that man's responsibility. What does a man look like solving your problems when he's dating you and 3 other people trying to figure out who his woman is about to be? That's why men don't want to commit today, because men think that women expect them to do everything for them when there's no level of, I don't even know you yet. You want me to pay your bills, solve your problems, show up for you, feed your kids. You got this long laundry list of things that you expect a man to be, but what do you have to offer him other than you aren't nurturing, you aren't kind, you aren't trying to expand his vision, you aren't trying to fit inside of his vision, you can't check your tone, you aren't submissive to him. So all of these things that you're asking for, you're not qualified for. You could ask, shoot for the moon, even if you miss, you land on the stars, right?
Girl.
But also, I think that it's really important that we as women understand that a man's job is not to solve our problems. That's not his job. I even think that men have now started to believe that their only job is to make sure everyone around them is happy. And that is to a detriment of the man and a detriment to society. Because if more men were looking to the fact that I need to have leadership, for me to have clear vision, for me to take action, for me to be kind and compassionate, and yes, get to the bag too, and yes, be in my masculine energy, that's what creates a healthy home. It's not just monetary value.
I am in love with 2 men at once and I don't know what to do. I've never been so happy in my life. I'm in this, like, I get to pick. I make the rules now. I'm in love with both and I'm not going to decide in the next 24 hours.
This is just another reason why men don't want relationships today. Because he could be in a full-blown pursuit of a woman that he really likes and he has no idea that she feels very strongly for him and another man. Unfortunately, this woman does not see what is so wrong with this. Fortunately, she's going to learn her lesson the hard way. Because the reason why that woman is so happy is because she has 2 men putting in effort towards her. She likes them together as a unit, as one man, but the reality is that they aren't one man, they are 2 men. One of 2 things is going to happen here. Number 1, they are both going to find out about each other and then they're going to dump her and then she's going to be super depressed because she's going to go from having 2 people pursuing her to 0. Or second, she's going to choose one and then she's not going to be happy with that one. She's going to be in a terrible relationship where she is extremely unhappy because she was used to having the effort of 2 men, not just one. And of course, the man that she ends up choosing, I mean, he's going to be put through the ringer here. Let's not forget about him. But the bottom line is that that woman is going to compare all of her future relationships and dating experiences to this moment of having 2 men that like her at once. So that woman is going to be chasing that feeling forever on. And of course, she's never actually going to obtain it. Hence, unhappiness forever.
I just still don't like to be corrected in front of people.
And you know, and this is what I'm saying too. If somebody cannot be corrected, they're never going to grow. And if you're not growing, what does that mean? If you're not getting better, you're getting worse.
I could be corrected. It's just about how somebody.
Hey, you ain't got to say it to me no type of way. Is it good information? I'm going to catch it rather than not catch it and stay stagnant or stay with that character flaw. Women always care about, well, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. Well, then miss it then. How about that? How about you didn't, because you so much in your feelings, miss the game then and stay where you at. And that's why a lot of women are. That's why men on average have more success than women, because women are so sensitive about how it's said. But I don't care how you say it to me. If it's some game in it, I'll take it. A hater of mine can say some real shit to me. Hey, I don't care if he a hater. Is what he's saying real? And if it's real, then thank you. I appreciate the gym and I'm going to fix it. But a woman ain't going to do that. You know what I'm saying? And that's why my growth is very fast, because I'll take any information from anybody.
If somebody did that to you and posted it and it got all these views, you would be okay with that? All right. That you already answered the question.
No, I think you should have seen the positive in it.
Women want a man to lead. At least the women I know. Christian women, biblical women, godly women, traditional women, they want a man to lead. And we want to know that you can make decisions. And we want to be a passenger princess. We want to not think when we're out with you. And dating is so hard because, honestly, just make a plan. If you're going to ask a girl on a date, just make a plan. Okay, what time are you available? Great, let me find a place for us to meet. And a girl will just swoon. Honestly, it's like bare minimum, but it's not happening. It's rare and it's really frustrating. Like, what happened to the art of asking a girl out? None of this. Oh, I'm being spontaneous. Let's go do this. No, especially from the app. I am meeting you. For the first time. I've never met you in my life. You could be serious. I'm not doing this spontaneous stuff. It's also rude. Remember, like, back in the day, you'd hear that, you know, if you wanted to take a lady out, you would pick her up at her house with flowers. I get it. It's an app. You don't know if you like this girl yet. You don't know if you have a connection.
Just got finished watching a video of a guy telling other men not to become stepdads and to let women raise their children on their own because there was no benefit. Now, because I listened to comprehend instead of listening to respond, I watched the whole video and all the reasons he named were valid. He was in a marriage to a woman with a young son who he pretty much raised for years. And when they decided to split, she cut off all contact, communication, everything, because she said it was her son. There is no benefit into raising somebody else's child and pouring into them for years for you to really have no control over the child. I'm going to go as far as saying it's really no benefit into being a step parent in general, because you take care of somebody else's responsibility. And most of the time you don't even get back the bare minimum of respect, you know, from the parent or the child. So yeah, I'm going to go that far. I know it's going to be an unpopular opinion. And he said a lot of women would disagree because of course they want men to keep continuing to take care of other men's responsibilities. But I'm, like I said, in general, I'm going to go being a step parent in general for men or women. There is no benefit.
I think women are so power hungry. And now that they've been given power, it reveals what women actually want to do. Because I just don't think our nature is very good.
Yeah.
I think our nature is like terrible. And so now they're like, here, you terrible people, here's a bunch of power. And they're like, yay, let's be whores. I'm going to leave my husband and I'm going to my kids. See you guys.
You make a good case. I can't really argue against
like
you.
I just don't think our nature is very good. I just don't like, sorry, I don't mean to push back.
No, I don't think most people's nature is very good though.
Well, especially women though. I think women's is way worse. It's like not even like, I feel like men's nature is like this bad and women's nature is like that bad. Feminism just weaponizes men's, how good of people men are.
Okay, let's hear this.
Because what they'll do is the women are like, please, we want to work. And the men are like, shut up, fine. Here you go, honey, I want you to be happy. And they let us go work. Boom, she's the boss. Cooked. And then they say, look, we don't want to have a kid we don't want to have my kid. I don't want to force you to have it. So they're like, okay, here you go. And they're like, let's get all the kids. And we just keep doing this over and over and over again.
Well, I really like what Sarah was saying, particularly the part about, women have been saying it for so long, society has been saying it for so long, that you do have some men starting to believe that their purpose on earth is to solve a woman's problems. Modern women believe that. If he's not solving my problem, all of my problems, what are they doing? If he's not making my life easier, what are they doing? If he's not taking me out of my masculine and putting me in my feminine, what are they doing? If he's not making me a passenger princess, what are they doing? If he's not putting me in my soft girl era, what are they doing? Being a man, he's going to work. He also has kids. He also has a family that he has to take care of as well. I don't even know that, but he has other responsibilities outside of you. You are one of his responsibilities, but he has other responsibilities outside of you. He has a whole vision. You want him to have a vision? He has a plan. You want him to have a plan. If he's all around you, all up under your armpit, sniffing up your butt all the time, running behind you, how is he going to get anything done? Have you ever thought about that? I know you have. Have you ever considered that? Yeah, you have. But what modern women usually do is they say, well, he can make it happen. I don't care how he does it. Just be wherever I need you to be, on call whenever I need you to be. Interesting.
Hold on, though. I want to know.
Hey, I want to see a lack of accountability in real time. Viewer discretion is advised.
Because you skipped to she cheating on you, she driving your car, blah, blah, blah. What type of foundation did you set? Were you cheating first?
Ever, never.
Hold on. What does your household look like, right? Because a lot of times when a woman starts to wander, there's no discernment in the household. There's no stability. There's no leadership. There's no romance. There's no patience. There's no hello.
I'm convinced that this show, Pop the Balloon, 20v1, all of those shows were created for the downfall of black people. Specifically relationships for the black community. Because neither one of them helped them in any way, shape, or form. Now, I am thoroughly disappointed in his brother for even going on the show and telling them his business. However, that's not the problem here. He told them that his girl cheated on him and she was out in the streets doing all kind of wild. And this woman sat up here and said, well, what kind of household did you have for her to be in? What does your house look like as to why she went to go cheat? Is there discernment? Is there protection? Is there all this extra shit that has nothing to do with her cheating? Because that is a personal choice. If she dislikes the space that she is in, why doesn't she just leave? It's really that simple. Go be with the man you cheated with. He's clearly showing you the attention and affection and discernment that you are looking for. So go and be with him. No one else is responsible for your decision making by cheating on that man. The lack of accountability in the room is absolutely insane. Did you not hear the cheers when she was feeding us that?
So what kind of household do you have that your woman driving your and going to see another man? And I'm not saying that it's right.
Ma'am, you are in fact saying that it is right because you are removing accountability from that grown woman for making such a stupid decision. If it isn't right, there is no excuse as to why you should be doing it. You sat on that stage and told that man the reason she's cheating is because there's no discernment in your house. There's no leadership. There's no protection. There's no love and affection. What are we talking about? There is no excuse for cheating. You are just as immature as that woman that he's talking about because you lack accountability the same way she lacks accountability. Y'all blame everyone else but yourselves for the decisions you make.
But I'm saying is that you are the leader of the household. You are supposed to provide the covenant. You are the shepherd of the household. And so if you look at what your woman is doing, if you follow a happy woman home, you'll find a happy husband that answers the door. So what kind of environment did you create that this woman out here running the streets?
When they say accountability is a woman's kryptonite, boy, they did not miss with that one. Fellas, never allow them to make you believe you are the reason they cheated on you. That's not how that shit works. Cheating is a personal decision. If you decide to cheat, it's all on you. If you feel like your environment isn't good and that person's not treating you the way that you want to be treated, fucking leave. But of course they would never do that because they want to have their cake and eat it too while simultaneously having you take the blame for it. Please remember, if it's one thing you can never make a person do, is cheat on you if that's not what they actually want to do. Yeah, keep the change.
You have it? Because the saying is true. That's why you marry somebody ugly, right? Because they do stuff like that for you. Why don't you get...
Do you know what's so crazy? I notice a lot of women get married to men they don't like or they're not attracted to. And you could just tell because they do this to certain types of men. You can kind of see how his self-esteem level is just by the way that he puts his head down. I don't see how that's funny. There's a lot of things I don't think are funny. Pranks, cheating pranks, joking about being ugly, joking about dating somebody below your average or out of your league. I just think that saying stuff like that is not funny and will ever be funny. I don't care if you're a guy or a girl. If you go out of your way to say malicious things to your partner and disguise them as a joke, over time your partner's going to start believing them. Because how many times are we going to make a joke where you're calling me ugly or saying I'm not all that? And then you know what's so funny? Every woman thinks this is hilarious in the comment section. But if a man was to say, oh yeah, look at your stretch marks after a baby, now it's World War III. You're going to sit there and get so mad about how he's this, how he's that. Oh, he hates you. Leave him. But if it's the other way around, it's just a little joke, huh? Women don't know how to joke. I have said this time and time again. Women will hit below the belt every single time. And it's not even a joke. They'll say things to emasculate you. They'll say things to put you down. They'll say things that'll have you keep rethinking that you're not good enough. And then these same women will complain about, oh my gosh, when my husband gets home, he sits in his car for hours. When my husband gets home, he plays the game for hours. Well, if you called me ugly and thought that that was a joke and told our child that in front of me, do you think I'm going to want to hang out with you? I think instead of men going back and forth with women, especially once they've been with them for so long, I think they kind of get so tired of you guys so much and that mouth you have that they probably just sit in sorrow and go, you know what? I'm just going to leave this because there's nothing I'm going to get out of it. And do you know how many times men come to women with their problems and the woman goes and says, well, it's because of this and and they make it about themselves instead of understanding that he has feelings and emotions too? So if you're doing these type of things to your husband and you wonder why all of a sudden he doesn't want to with you no more or doesn't want to deal with you, or maybe all the credit cards that he has up, he shuts them down so you can't use them no more, or maybe all the access you had to him, he cuts that off completely, or maybe he starts talking to somebody on the side, or maybe he starts talking to a mistress. I'm not saying cheating is okay. I'm not saying that these type of things are all right. But when you treat somebody unvaluable all the time and you want to joke around a lot and disguise it as a joke, even though it's not, don't be shocked when the repercussions to that are something you cannot handle. I don't understand how it's so hard to not comprehend. If you don't want something done to yourself, don't do it to someone else. If you get bothered at your man looking at other women, talking about other women, what would make you think that you'd want to hear that you were ugly? Do you want to feel less valuable? Do you want to feel like you're not good enough? Exactly. So I think I would tread very lightly doing stupid like this. I don't understand getting in a relationship or being married if you're going to be a...
What percentage of men do you think make $100,000 a month?
Percentage?
What percentage of men do you think?
Low,
Like
really
what?
low. Oh God.
Like us on OnlyFans, 1%.
Yeah, no,
1%?
Maybe not 1%, but
a month.
Okay, I
Throw a
can't.
number
I
out
don't have the information.
Throw a number out there.
5% of the world, maybe.
Bring you guys to reality. The top 1% of earners in the United States, probably one of the richest countries in the world, is only about $500K a year.
Sorry, what?
What? So you're gonna start OnlyFans eventually, and then date men that makes less than you? Is that what you're saying?
No, when I stop OnlyFans,
Okay, but where I'm gonna find the man that makes more money than I do?
You're not. You're going to be happy with a man that makes less money, but can bring you joy and peace into your life. But unfortunately for women like this, they're never happy with anything. Say hi to your cats for me.
Fellas, can we talk about something for a second? I don't know who told y'all that every woman you didn't end up with is somebody you fumbled. Who started that? Because every woman is not a good woman. Now, before the comments get fired up, yes, there are men who cheat, who lie, who manipulate, and absolutely ruin relationships. But can we stop acting like women don't do the exact same things? Why is it that every time a relationship ends, people automatically ask, what did he do? What he do, girl? Why is the assumption always the man messed up? Huh? Women cheat, women lie, women play games, women use people, women are toxic. That's just the reality. So no, every relationship that didn't work out doesn't mean the man fumbled. Sometimes he dodged the bullet. Sometimes he walked away from somebody who wasn't treating him right. Sometimes the woman was the problem. Accountability can't be a one-way street, y'all. If we're going to hold men accountable for their actions, women have to be held accountable too. The truth is very simple. Good people and bad people exist on both sides. And every breakup ain't proof that a man lost a good woman. Sometimes it just means the wrong people went their separate ways. That's it. Good morning.
What value is he bringing at any capacity if he's not helping solve issues? Like, why are you here if you can't help me?
He may not be able to solve your problem right now, but he might in 6 months or a year. And the problem with women is they want the man that can solve all the problems right now. And they're not even that man's responsibility. What does a man look like solving your problems when he's dating you and 3 other people trying to figure out who his woman is about to be? That's why men don't want to commit today, because men think that women expect them to do everything for them when there's no level of, I don't even know you yet. You want me to pay your bills, solve your problems, show up for you, feed your kids. You got this long laundry list of things that you expect a man to be, but what do you have to offer him other than you aren't nurturing, you aren't kind, you aren't trying to expand his vision, you aren't trying to fit inside of his vision, you can't check your tone, you aren't submissive to him. So all of these things that you're asking for, you're not qualified for. But you could ask, shoot for the moon, even if you miss, you land on the stars, right?
Girl.
But also, I think that it's really important that we as women understand that a man's job is not to solve our problems. That's not his job. I even think that men have now started to believe that their only job is to make sure everyone around them is happy. And that is to a detriment of the man and a detriment to society. Because if more men were looking to the fact that I need to have leadership, for me to have clear vision, for me to take action, for me to be kind and compassionate, and yes, get to the bag too, and yes, be in my masculine energy, that's what creates a healthy home. It's not just monetary value.
And I'm glad I'm seeing some of these ladies out here that are understanding that accountability doesn't just have to be on the men, and it shouldn't be just on the men. A lot of times you see these modern women will get out here and they'll say, well, it's all the men's fault. They do this, they do that. And it's never okay. Why don't both of y'all come together and figure out who is wrong on something? Why don't both of y'all say, well, I could have corrected that on my part, so for that, I'm sorry. Modern women they seem like they never say that. Rarely, if ever, do they say, you know what, that was my bad. And when they do apologize, or when they do say sorry, it's something minor. It's, oh, I could have, I could have, maybe been a little bit nicer in terms of, I was nice, but I could have understood that maybe, something might have, maybe, I could have understood that maybe the dog hurt your feelings or something like that. And you'd be like, huh? Yeah, you remember, you were telling me that Roscoe made you mad yesterday, and that's probably why you're mad today. So I want to apologize for that. Huh? No, that Roscoe was yesterday. We're talking about today. I'm talking about you specifically, what you did. Oh, well, I didn't mean to. or, it's not my fault, or I'm just a girl.
Never feed their egos.
Is it cool if I grab your number though? I can't take you on a date? Why? Oh, okay, no worries. Excuse me. Oh my god, I'm in love with you. What's your name?
Ashley.
Huh?
Ashley.
Are you from Australia?
It won't work. Take his number.
Huh? Oh, yeah, it would work. It would work.
You already?
It would work.
Already?
What?
That's fun.
Who's this? I have no idea what this girl is.
You see how she rejected him? She curved him. She wasn't interested. But she didn't want him talking to anyone else. She didn't want him giving his attention away. That was supposed to be reserved all for her. And what did she do? She came to hate. You know why? Because she couldn't accept the rejection. She couldn't accept his indifference. Indifference is a woman's kryptonite. Why do you think they hate nonchalant men? They always say that, I hate nonchalant men. You don't give them the reaction that they want, they can't stand it. That's the same thing how women say, how come when we reject men, they unsend their DM? Why do you care? That's because rejection to a lot of women is an ego boost. They get to look at it like, oh, look at all these men that want me and that I turned down. And they use it as a sense of validation and a way to boost their ego. A lot of y'all don't realize how much power that you have and your attention. I mean, as a whole, if we were more selective with who we gave our attention to, a lot of these egos wouldn't exist. It's a dirty game. Stay focused though.
How old are you?
Well, that's a secret that I shouldn't tell.
How about you?
I am 51.
Are you single?
Yes. Yes.
If I wanted to take you on a first date in Miami, would $30 be enough to have a good time?
No.
No.
We are more valuable than that. For the valet parking, yes. You exactly. You can park that's only for the valet.
But y'all were both married for 20 years. So why not start with a simple coffee date?
Because we don't have time for that anymore. We don't have time for a coffee. We are making businesses, big businesses here, and we don't have time for coffee.
So what is your ideal first date then, if not a $30 coffee one?
To go for a nice dinner, I don't care about the money. To go for a nice dinner in a nice place, to have a nice conversation, and that's it. But with a $30 in Miami, you can't go to a restaurant to have a nice dinner. It's impossible.
Why should the man invest $300 for the first date if he doesn't even know you yet?
Because that's what I'm worth it. We know who we are, so.
Do you think the men in your dating pool now would rather spend that $300 on you, or would they rather spend it on, like, say, a 25-year-old chick?
He can do whatever he wants to do. We are not looking for men that they value more the age than what we have inside and in our brain. Yeah. That's not the type of men we want to be with us.
Men never respect the women that wait. I don't care what nobody tells you, okay? The best thing that you could do is leave and let him figure it out if he wants to come or not. You're saying he acts like he's in a relationship. He does all the boyfriend things. He's doing everything but committing to you. And there's nothing else that he can show you. But the biggest wager is a commitment. This is him saying, I am choosing you. I want to be with you. I don't care what else he's doing. He is just not that into you. And some people can like you, but not like you enough. And that's just that. The commitment is the ultimate wager. He wants to be with you. It could be he has commitment issues. It could be he's just not that sure about you. Maybe he's not that confident in where he is in life. Again, whatever it is, not your dog, not your fight, baby, not your cross to bear. At the end of the day, he does not want to commit. A man will do anything for the woman that he want to be with. Anything. They will risk their whole life. They will do anything for the woman that they want to be with. And so I hope you don't internalize it as like, what am I doing? Do I need to reassure? You don't need to do a thing. What you need to do is walk away until he's ready. I'm telling you, the wait is not rewarding.
Ooh, what's up with y'all?
Brother! Yeah, nah, y'all smell like unemployment and food stamps.
No. Wait, y'all trying to say food stamps because we black?
Nah, we just have extremely high standards that we know y'all can't meet.
Why y'all judging a book by its cover?
Are you guys gonna cook hot breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and work a full-time job, and take care of my kids?
While I sit at home and do nothing, and play video games, and beat my meat 4 times a day? You gonna buy me clothes? Can't you see I'm a fashion nigga?
Is you broke bitches gonna change Junior diaper?
My last bought me a rollie. I see y'all hoes in here wearing costume jewelry. I ain't bathed myself in a whole year.
Wait, what?
No, because the hoes bathed me. I don't have to. Most importantly, we need the balls drained. I'm talking about.
And you know they call me 10. I need that head at least 10 times a day. Bitch, if you think we gonna keep this peace.
Y'all asking for too much. Who do y'all think we are?
Y'all think this is 1950s? Since when men have high standards like this?
Y'all need to have a 900 credit score, nice lips, slim waist, bubble butt, tone abs, you feel me? Eyebrows, natural eyelashes, and beautiful eyes. You know what I'm saying?
Balls.
Long hair too.
Yeah. Pocket. Yes, get the balls.
So what y'all gonna do for us though, if we do all that?
Nothing!
Hey, we still gonna cheat on y'all ass after y'all did all that. You feel me? And we gonna complain that y'all not home enough.
Y'all hella sassy. Hell no.
I think women are so power hungry, and now that they've been given power, it reveals what women actually want to do. Because I just don't think our nature is very good.
Yeah.
I think our nature is like terrible. And so now they're like, here, you terrible people, here's a bunch of power. And they're like, yay, let's be whores. I'm going to leave my husband and I'm going to my kids. See you guys.
You make a good case. I can't really argue against
Yeah, like
you.
I just don't think our nature is very good. I just don't like, sorry, I don't mean to push back.
No,
but
I don't think most people's nature is very good though.
Well, especially women though. I think women's is way worse. It's like not even like, I feel like men's nature is like this bad and women's nature is like that bad. Feminism just weaponizes men's, how good of people men are.
Okay, let's hear this.
Because what they'll do is the women are like, please, we want to work. And the men are like, just shut up, fine. Here you go, honey, I want you to be happy. And they let us go work. Boom, she's the boss. Cooked. And then they say, look, we don't want to have a kid we don't want to have my kid. I don't want to force you to have it. So they're like, okay, here you go. And they're like, let's get all the kids. And we just keep doing this over and over and over again.
Wait, you're shorter than I expected.
Oh, okay. How tall were you expecting?
At least 6 feet. I don't date short men.
Got it. Anything else I should know?
Looks, money, status. I have standards.
That's fair. So what do you usually bring into a relationship?
Excuse me?
I mean, if you expect those things, it's fair to ask what you expect from yourself, too.
A real man wouldn't even ask that.
Why not?
Because I'm the prize. I shouldn't have to prove anything.
I get knowing your worth. But usually, that comes with something to back it up.
I know my worth. That's enough.
Knowing it is one thing. But expecting everything without offering anything feels a bit one-sided.
Men like you get intimidated and start judging.
Or maybe I just look at things realistically.
That's why you don't get women like me.
That might actually be a good thing.
Then why are you even here?
Honestly, to see if there was more than just expectations.
And?
I don't think there is.
Wow, you're unbelievable.
No, I just prefer things to make sense.
I do believe that I'm a 10 wholeheartedly, because why would I downgrade myself? And all of you ladies should think that you're a 10.
Do you think all women should view themselves as a 10?
I do. I do think all women should have that confidence.
Do you agree with her, other 10?
Yes, if they actually work on themselves.
So all women are 10s?
I think so. Because we're all
Are all men 10s?
I think in their own way, all men can be 10s, yeah.
How come you're willing to give women the like, yes, girls slay, you're all 10s, the confidence, but for men, you're like, maybe they can reach 10 level?
Because I love women and I want to support women.
So men don't need support?
Men do need support. I never said that.
But she does point something out where you were quicker to say, yes, all women are 10s, but there seemed to be hesitation when we were trying to do the same appraisal of men.
Just because I don't find every man attractive, right?
You find all women attractive?
I find a lot of women, most women attractive, yeah.
And a lot of these modern women, they don't really understand. So, well, he don't want to commit to you. And you can go down a list of the things that, well, he don't want this. He says he don't want that, and this and that. Really, honestly and truly, you never hear, hey, he's not committing to me because this is a problem that I need to fix. Maybe I'm not that great of a person. Maybe my attitude is really bad and I need to fix that. Maybe my behavior is really bad. Why are you going out with all these other women? You're not going out with me. Well, like I was saying to you, it was like I was trying to suggest you without being mean. It seemed like I can't, sometimes I can't really understand, or, I come in, you're upset with me. I'm not sure what I did. And I'm asking, what did I do? And you mad at me, and we talking, and you want to get off the phone abruptly. And when I'm trying to call you back, you don't answer. You didn't block me a handful of times within the past 3 or 4 weeks. And I don't understand because I didn't do anything. Seemed like I come to find out afterwards, you didn't talk to one of your friends and they didn't fill your head up with nonsense. And I'm trying to tell you that ain't me. And first of all, we're not even in a relationship. But I've allowed you to go through my phone. I've allowed you to see, come to my place, come to my crib, hang out. I've allowed you to do that, to see I don't be doing anything, but it just be me by myself. I get up, I go to the gym, I go to work. I'm just chilling. Man, if I have some free time, I play the game. A lot of times I'm on the phone with you. A man that's right for you and that's in love, he'll do anything to keep you. No, men get tired too. They get tired too. And men have limits. Y'all keep on, especially if you straight up blatantly doing a man dirty. At some point in time, you're gonna be like, nah, I'm good.